Hello students, today we are going to discuss the past continuous tense. So children, are you ready? Let's start. Students, this past continuous tense refers to an action that was in continuation or was taking place at some particular time in the past. Okay, for example, the boys were playing football early in the morning. So if I ask you, what were the boys doing early in the morning? What action was taking place early in the morning? Okay, so you will say the boys were playing football early in the morning. Okay, so this action of playing football was in continuation or it was taking place early in the morning. Okay, got that? Good. Now let's discuss the format of this tense. Okay, so look at the format. First of all, we write down the subject. Then according to the subject, we select was and were. Okay, so we are having the two options of helping verbs, was and were. We have to select any one. Okay, it is followed by the present participle form of the verb, that is the ing form of the verb. So students, if your subject is singular, then you select the was, the helping verb was. It is followed by the ing form of the verb. For example, he was reading a book at that time. So at that time, what he was doing? He was reading a book. Okay, since he is a singular subject, we have selected the helping verb was. Okay, but if your subject is plural, then you will select the helping verb were. Okay, and then you will add the ing verb. For example, you were playing football when I called you. We were watching TV when the phone rang. Okay, since we is a plural subject, that is why we are using were. Okay, so what were you doing when the phone rang? I was watching TV. Do you know where we use this tense? No? No problem. I'll tell you. We use this tense when we are talking about parallel actions. Okay, look at the example. I was studying while my brother was watching TV. Okay, over here, two actions are taking place side by side. Okay, in the picture also you can see that the girl, she is studying. Okay, and the boy, her brother, he is watching TV. Okay, so if we want to say this in the past, what were they doing? Then she'll say that I was studying while my brother was watching TV. I hope you have understood that. Now look, if you want to talk about interrupted continuous past actions, then also we use this tense. Look at the sentences. I was walking home when it started to rain. Okay, so this rain has interrupted the continuous action, the action of walking home. I was watching a movie when she called. So she called and she interrupted the continuous action that was taking place, the continuous action of watching a movie. Okay. Now, if you want to start a story and you want to create an atmosphere, then you use this tense, okay, to make your story impressive. Okay, look at the example. While I was driving to work yesterday, the sun was shining, the birds were singing. Okay, so in this way, if you use past continuous tense and you describe what was happening at that time, then your story becomes impressive. Okay, so if you want to talk about actions that took place before and after a specific time in the past, then also you use this tense. For example, last night at 6 p.m. Okay, so you are talking about a specific time in the past. Last night at 6 p.m., what I was doing? I was eating dinner. Okay, in August. So in August, it's again a specific time. Okay, in the past. In August, what she was doing? In August, she was working at a summer camp. I hope this is clear. Okay. Now, children, here is a list of some time phrases which we normally use in this past continuous tense. For example, the first one is by 9 p.m. last night. Okay, if you want to talk about that specific time in the past, then you use this tense. By Monday last week. Okay, by December last year. And if you are framing the sentences using while or using when or using as, okay, then you use past continuous tense. Okay, so if it is not clear to you, then look at these examples. Okay, so these time phrases have been underlined so that you can understand them. The children were playing by 9 p.m. yesterday. So what the children were doing by 9 p.m. yesterday? What were they doing at that particular time? They were playing. She was presenting her topic by Monday last week. So what was she doing by Monday last week? She was presenting her topic. So that action was performed or was being performed by Monday last week. Now look at the sentence number 3. While I was sleeping, they left the house. Okay, while I was performing the action of sleeping. Okay, so while I was busy in sleeping, they left the house. My friends were watching TV when the fire started. Okay, so what happened? What your friend was, what your friends were doing when the fire started? My friends were watching TV. Now look at the fifth one. As it was raining, they delayed the match. Okay, so that is the example of sentence using as. So children, if past continuous tense is clear to you, then we'll test it. Okay, so are you ready for this test? Okay, so in this test, what you have to do is you have to fill in these blanks with past continuous tense. So let's get started. Look at the first sentence. Rakesh dash to Madhu when it started raining. So you have to basically tell what was Rakesh doing when it started raining. Okay? So think. Yeah, your answer is Rakesh was talking to Madhu. Good. Now look at the next one. Shilpa dash a novel when I reached her house. So think Shilpa is singular subject. That is why we will select was and then we will write the ing form of read. That will become was reading. So Shilpa was reading a novel when I reached her house. The boys dash maths last evening. In this sentence, our subject is the boys and it is a plural subject. So children, if your subject is plural now, then will you select was? No. You will select were. So the boys were and you will add ing to study. So your answer will be the boys were studying maths last evening. Okay, look at the fourth sentence. Akhil flute in the evening. Akhil was practicing flute in the evening. Okay, now let's see. Can you answer our fifth blank? They dash the blackboard when the teacher came in. Okay, so when the teacher came in, what were they doing? They were wiping the blackboard. Rohan dash when I saw him. So, what was Rohan doing when I saw him? The hint is given in the bracket. What was he doing? Rohan was smiling because Rohan is a singular subject. That is why was. Samir dash this portrait of his grandfather last week. So what was Samir doing? He was painting this portrait of his grandfather last week. The thief dashed behind the pillar when the God saw him. The word saw is missing. Never mind, you can add over there. Okay, the thief, what was he doing when the God saw him? The thief was hiding behind the pillar when the God saw him. Now children, let's learn how to change the given tense into past continuous tense. So remember the format: was, were, ing form of the verb. So you will read the sentence and whatever tense is used, you will change it into was, were and ing form. Okay? So your first sentence is Sunil is walking back from the playground. That is a sentence of present continuous tense. So it's very easy. So what you have to do is, in place of is walking, you have to write was walking. So your sentence will become Sunil was walking back from the playground. Isn't it? Okay, so that was easy for you. Now let me see whether you can do the second one or not. Fazal plays badminton in the park behind his house. Fazal was playing. So instead of that present indefinite tense plays, we have to write was playing. Okay, got it? Now look at the third sentence. Kunal ate lunch with his friends. So that is a sentence of past indefinite tense. Ate is written now, so it is past tense. Now in place of ate, you have to write was And was eating. Very good. So Kunal was eating lunch with his friends. Okay, let's see whether you can solve this one. They are swimming in the pool at the sports complex. This one is easy because it is in present continuous and you have to change it into past. So, what you have to do is you have to just change the helping verb. In place of are, you will do were. They were swimming in the pool at the sports complex. Okay, let me see now. Can you answer this fifth one or not? The mouse looks at the cheese greedily. Okay, the verb in this sentence is looks. So change this looks into was, were and ing form. And in order to select any one from was, were, you have to look at the subject also. The mouse is subject is singular. So you will select was. The mouse was and add ing to the verb look. So it will become looking. So your answer will be the mouse was looking at the cheese greedily. Good children. I'm happy that you people are learning so quickly. Very good. I'm proud of you. Now, let's see the sixth sentence. Ishan is watching the final match of the tournament. So, again, it is a sentence of present continuous. So, what change you have to do? Very good. You have to change the helping verb only. So instead of is, you have to write was. Very good. So your answer will be Ishan was watching the final match of the tournament. Let's look at the seventh sentence now. I wrote an essay about koala bears. Okay, so the verb in this sentence is wrote. That is past tense, past indefinite tense. So what you have to do? You have to select any one helping verb from was, were, and instead of wrote, you will write writing. So I was writing an essay about koala bears. Very good. So now this is my last sentence. Let me see, can you solve it? Ankit is dancing merrily. Very nice. Ankit was dancing merrily. So you people have learnt past continuous tense today. So with this, I have come to the end of this video. So all of you stay home, stay safe, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.